Hello everyone, I'm Bad Pan. This is actually devlog number 4 on my retro horror game called I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. The thing I have to explain to you a little because I don't have a lot of time to talk, and I have to make this video a little bit short so it has less size so I can actually upload it to YouTube, because as you guys might know, we don't have internet inside Iran, and our internet is disconnected for 40 days, and I'm not gonna talk about it in this video. I'm just sorry I'm not there to answer your comments or help you guys, and the reason for it is because I don't have internet. And right now, as I'm uploading this, I have bought a VPN for 20% of my monthly money for only 5 gigabytes. Finally, I have a little bit of internet, and I'm telling this because I have to, make this video short, and I have to upload it with less quality, and I'll promise I'll make it up to you guys when I return. Thank you guys again. We have reached 1,000 subscribers. I have to make a special video for that one as well. I have to, and I will. While I didn't have internet, I still had Unity with a lot of problems, of course, and I made some stuff with the assets I had from before, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of what I created so far, and I'm gonna cover it in multiple parts. I'm currently at scene 5 or scene 4, I guess, but I'm gonna show you guys scene number 3, which I have called Manic, as for mannequin. And at the start of it, we have a function which is kind of beautiful and something that I have used in the place I work at. If you cannot use 2D and make 2D animations, you can use this method. You see, we have this eye animation, and we are sitting here, and the dialogue is running. The dialogue is not important right now, and you guys can actually read the dialogues when the game is actually published. So after the dialogue, we close our eyes, and when we open it, we are waiting, and he is looking at us. So the thing is, we made an animation, and the beautiful thing is, I have to stop it here. You saw something that I learned, and this time it is actually easier, and this time it is better, is when you look at this door, for example, you interact with it, and the player goes to a place and it automatically runs the animation, or in the middle of an animation. This is made all thanks to Cinemachine, and in the previous game, Fractured Psyche, I used another method. I used to code it myself, but Cinemachine actually does this a lot better. Cinemachine is a powerful tool, and I'm still getting a hang of it, and I just have learned this, and you're gonna see it more in the upcoming minutes, of course. And these are some, simple animations. And yeah, these are mannequins. This mannequin has a story to tell. He's gonna show this. The lighting is not gonna be like this. It is only testing lights. You see these mannequins. This one is joking around. And you write this. And this is all for the story. And one thing I have to show you is how it's like to live in a country that you don't have internet access to. This cube you see is actually a gun. And since I didn't have access to internet or something, I couldn't download a gun model, and I couldn't make it myself, of course, because I didn't have the textures for it or anything. And if I actually did made it, it wouldn't be as good as the models that are out there from Sketchfab or something. So when you take it, it should be in your hand, but it is not, and I don't have the gun model. I have to wait until the internet is back, and I have to place some gun here. And I did this a lot in the game, because actually I had to, because I cannot stop making games. I have to make the games, and I have to get used to this situation, because it is like 40 days now and I don't know what I have to do. So what's happening is, there are mannequins. They each have a story to tell, and you are the judge. You have to judge which one is actually guilty, and you have to kill it. And it's gonna be randomly placed, so I'm gonna kill this one, because I know right now it is not randomly placed. And when you kill the right one, the story is gonna progress. But if you do not kill the right one, you're gonna die, of course. As I didn't have access to internet again, I couldn't make that animation or rig the models. So he's gonna follow us. And again, I have to show you this. I'm moving, I interact, I go into the animation, and it is, doing the animation. This thing I wanted to do for a lot of time. I wanted to do for a while, and I think this is actually a cool thing to do, that you interact with the door or interact with anything and you want to do an animation. Your character goes into place automatically, and it doesn't care, it just goes into it. Let me explain a little what how I do it and how I have implemented this. It is when you interact with the door. I have an animation. I put my animations inside this animation controller. I have this end anim, and when I activate it again, it's gonna go like this. Oh, this is the end animation, not the kick door open animation. You see, it goes there, it does the animation. You see, it doesn't matter where you stand, where you are. Let me see if I can actually get out of here. Yeah, I'm here. For example, you see, I'm here and I do this animation. You see, it goes into place and it does run the animation. And the reason for it is because I just gave this one a virtual camera that is inside the Cine machine that automatically does this for you. And this is an amazing thing. And when you're done, it goes back into your own camera, and I'll be sure to make a video on it. Yeah, that is it. That is for devlog number 4. The method I use for the eye animation is, if I can go inside here, I cannot go inside here. Oh, I am. So what I did for the eye animation was I exported an eye opening and closing video into an image sequence, and I just played that image sequence inside Unity. It was like just playing video, but it's like an image sequence. A sequence of images, some images, one after another. That is it for devlog number 4. I have to make this video short, and I have to upload it with a little bit lower quality. I'm sorry for it, as I have explained it for you guys why I have to do this. Thank you guys again for being here. I have read all your comments, and I'm so thankful for them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching it. Hope all the very best for you guys. If there's life and if there is more internet, I will see you in the next video.